Bradley Braves are here. I'm going to ask Brian Wardle to start off with a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for the two student athletes up here. Brian, please.
Well, I'm just very proud of this group, how resilient we were and how we battled in the second half. We didn't play very well in the first half, but we came out and we're the aggressors, and I thought we really put ourselves in position to win the game, and that's what we wanted. We talked about that, getting the 5-minute mark and having a one-possession game or the lead, and we just couldn't get over the hump, obviously, and we were down 2 for a while, and we just missed. I think we had about 3 or in-and-out threes and layups and some free throws, and we had our opportunities. So it's unfortunate. I have a group that's very hurt. We fully expected to win this game, and but it was a great season for our program. It was a good step forward. There's more steps to go, but I think the foundation we have now and what we've learned this year is really going to help us moving forward. And what Dante Thomas did for our program, just by continuing to develop and grow as a man and as a player, and the consistency he had as a senior is a great example for all our guys coming up. So,
questions for Dwayne or Nate? Dave?
D'Lo, Coach mentioned that the last 5 minutes you guys had it within 2 and several opportunities there to go ahead and came up empty. Can you kind of describe, did you guys press a little bit? Did they crank up the defense, or kind of describe what was going on during those possessions?
During those last 5 minutes, I mean, we were playing to win. We were playing with our heart, and we put everything out there. We got looks that we wanted, and some of them dropped and some of them didn't. But we laid it all out there, and we did what we wanted to do. We wanted to get the game close, like Coach said, and we just couldn't get it tied or go up. And we got what we wanted. It was just couldn't finish it.
Nate, kind of a similar situation at halftime to yesterday. You guys are down and then come out with a nice burst to start the second half. Can you describe the halftime environment and what triggered you guys on that early run?
I mean, we just had a lot of guys in halftime just talk and get on each other, and we were just able to respond. And I think that shows a lot of growth that we can do that and hold each other accountable and continue to just challenge each other to be better. So just credit to all of us trying to come together and make something happen there.
On the aisle?
Coach, you kind of touched on this a little bit. But
Sorry, questions are for the student athletes right now.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll address it to both Nate and D'Lo then. The coach talked about, the steps going back to the program coming up. You guys had a 20-win season now. You got to the semifinals and came awful close to the championship game. Can you kind of comment and talk to Bradley fans about what's in the future for this program?
Nate, you're first, then D'Lo.
I think there's a lot to look forward to. We got a lot of young guys, and just getting more and more experienced. Hurts to have our senior go, but I think there's going to be a lot of excitement around the off season, and all we can do is get better. So I think we have a high ceiling, and just keep working hard, and I think it'll eventually come.
I think it just adds fuel to the fire. We don't want to be in this position feeling like this again next year. So it's fuel to the fire because we want to do better next year. We're going to start working really from now, and it's just all this preparation. Like Nate said, it hurts not having Dante no more because he was really one of the guys that were here from the beginning of this rebuild. But he's put a great example for the freshmen in the incoming class, and myself and the juniors that are now going to become seniors got to try and keep that example up. And with the sophomores becoming juniors and then Eli and Stipper, we got to keep growing. We can't be satisfied with this because we have more aspirations and we have a bigger goal in sight. And that's what we're looking forward to.
Anything else for the student athletes of Bradley? All right, gentlemen, you're dismissed. Thank you very much. We're going to stay here with Coach Brian Wardle a little while longer. First question is with Dave. Thank you.
The early part of the game, you were kind of trading baskets with them. I know you didn't like how you were defending. You changed up the lineup some. Was that the primary reason you did so? I know you want to give guys breaks in this
Yeah.
tournament, but can you kind of describe that that change?
Well, we were going to obviously get subs in the first half, try to give guys some blows for the second half. We knew it was going to preparing for a tough game. Anytime you play Loyola, it's going to be a knockdown, drag it out fight. And we did. We had some breakdowns. We let Ingram get going early. We let Custer hit a three early, just on a miscommunication on the ball, on a handoff. And those things, you know, we learned a lot of lessons this year. And in this tournament, I think our guys realize you can't. Every team is good in the semis. Every team. And the league was so good this year, you can't have a bad half in tournament play. You just can't, because it's hard to dig yourself out of it. But we did enough to dig ourselves out and have some the right guys shooting the right threes to get us the lead or tie it. Daryl and Nate getting those threes is the right people for us, and we just weren't able to make those shots. But we tightened things up. We became the aggressors in the second half. Played to win. Played aggressive, and I was proud of our guys.
Left-hand side, Brian.
Coach, Dante picked up his fourth foul with over 6 minutes left. How did his fourth foul change the way you played the?
Yeah, it hurt a little bit because he was playing well. Just came off getting an assist, got a basket. We went small in the second half, just because we had to change some things up. We wanted to pick the pace up, the aggressiveness defensively up, and I thought that helped us. But obviously Dante was, I thought, playing well at that time, and we got him back in, I think, under the 4-minute mark. But it was a great team effort. I think the second halves we played in this tournament were some of our better halves we've played all year. And to come to fight and the energy level and the emotion and the passion we played with, we didn't have that in some games in the second half this year. So that's a good step for us, and it's really what we do from here on that matters, that we learn these lessons, gain knowledge and wisdom from these experiences, and become better.
Right here. Dave?
I know you've gotten invitations from other tournaments, postseason tournaments. What are your thoughts now regarding whether you might accept one?
I don't have any thoughts right now after this game, but you know, that's something we'll think about when we probably get back to Peoria a little bit. It was a good year. I think we won some great games. We let some slip away. There's a lot to improve on. I think I used the analogy the other day. You know, we live in a microwave society where you pop it in and you want it out in a minute, and it's all perfect and tasty and yummy. And Chris Reynolds and I, when we got this thing going, it was going to be, we had to go to the grocery store, we had to do some shopping, bought some steaks, cut it up. We're seasoning them right now, but they're not on the grill yet, and that's kind of how I look at it. We're still getting there. We're still making the right strides, but it's going to be a huge off season for us, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know those guys are hurting now, but they're already talking in there just about the work we got to put in. So that's a good sign.
Final question right there in the back.
Brian, it's widely said about Loyola that it has to win the conference tournament to get into the NCAAs. Do you have any point of view on their worthiness from what you've seen? And
Well, you're asking a guy that's been a head coach at mid-majors his whole career so far, and have had a season like Loyola's had. It's a shame they can't get in, to be quite honest. They're a very good team, well-coached, disciplined, smart, very smart, take care of the ball. They do all the things that win. They take care of the ball, make their free throws. They play unselfish, and they play hard and physical. And I would hope that they get in no matter what, but they definitely deserve that opportunity with the year they have at 27-5. It's been an unbelievable year for them, and I thought we were a team that could upset them for sure and win this game. We felt very confident coming in this game, and unfortunately, we couldn't get it done for about 3-4 minute stretch offensively.
Thank you, Brian.
All right,
Best of
thanks.
luck.